What is going on, everybody? Today's video, I'm going to talk about 5 things that I love about having my cammed Ram. Alright guys, before I get started on the video, I have Ram trucks, t-shirts, hoodies, incredible Hemi t-shirts, hoodies, cammed Ram t-shirts, hoodies. Help support the channel. Get your merch if you haven't picked one up. My cammed Ram t-shirts just came in yesterday. Obviously, I'm not wearing it right now. I'm on my way home from work, so I'm not wearing it on my way home from work. And yes, if you haven't noticed, I shaved again because it's Christmas time and the beard is getting long and I wanted to trim it up and, you know, stuff like that. But that's here nor there. But yes, please pick up your cammed Ram t-shirt. Help support the channel. Pick up your merch. Also, hit up Guage Performance for all your Hemi needs. He's got Forge Stars, Race Stars, all your drag packs, you know, ported throttle bodies, cams, tuning, anything you need if you want to get tuning. This is also for Chargers, Challengers, not just Rams, but, you know, he will help specialize in anything you need. Just hit up Kyle Tingle. He'll get you where you need it to go. He also has 2 Circle D converters. I don't know if he sold the one, but he has another Circle D converter, great price. I think $1,100 shipped, so please, you know what I mean? For an 8-speed, it's for the HP70. Basically what I have in my truck. Amazing converter. My truck at over 5,000 pounds cuts a 1.65 60 foot with that converter, so it does amazing things. And you know what I mean? If you have a lighter truck, it'll help it cut it even more. So please hit him up if you're looking for a converter for your truck, if you like to race. Now let's get started for real. Okay. Now, I've been wanting to do this video for a little bit, but I wasn't sure how I wanted to do it. But, you know, racing season for me is actually over right now. And, you know, I'm a little bit, you know, limited on, not limited on stuff to do. I have plenty of ideas, but limited on time. Because of the sunlight, it gets dark here around 4:30. I don't get out of work till 3:30, so I don't have the most time to do videos. And obviously, you know, with a full-time job. But yes, if you're new to the channel, I have a 2014 Ram 1500. Full bolt-on, cam, stall. I'll go through all the mods again so you know you can understand what I have, and you're going to understand why I love having a cammed Ram and, you know, the stuff that I have done to my truck. Now, first thing I, you know, have a Greene Racing custom tune, a J Greene cam. I am cammed, obviously. It's a J Greene 0.5 high lift V2 cam. I have a Circle D 4000 stall, great stall. I love it. I actually beta tested for them, and they got phenomenal results. They put it in production and they're putting out great results. So please hit up Kyle if you want that. I got 1 3/4 inch American Racing headers. I have an 84mm ported Fastman throttle body. I have a stock ported intake manifold. I have exhausts. I have an MBRP catback. When I go to the track, I have a cutout. I take the cutout off and then it becomes really loud. I have a track intake. Basically a tube from the throttle body to the front of the grill. I don't have a normal cold air intake, and I take my mid tube off and put an air filter on when I do daily driving like this, back and forth to work every day. And you know, it doesn't get shit sucked in from all the air. I do, you know. Then, you know, anyone that knows what a track intake is, I have 2 videos on installing one to show you how to do that. So, you know what I mean? I'll put a link into the newest description. I'll put a link in the description to the newest video if you're wondering what a track intake is. It's basically like a pure Ram air system for the track, and it's going to get you the best, you know, best results over any cold air intake you're going to get, even over the Varam or anything like that. This is easily the best way to do it, but it takes a little custom work. They don't have them out. Moe's Performance might have them, but I think they got to be built or something like that. So you can hit up Moe's Performance, see if they got them. Not too sure. But yeah, those are my modifications. And the reason that I you know, number 5 reason, I'm going to go with number 5, that I love having the cam Ram is because the amount of power I got extra when I had the tow. And I only have 321 gears in this thing also. So I'm not even the highest geared, and I wouldn't change the gears. But I towed my buddy Stang Mode. This is before the stall, by the way. Before the 4,000 stall, I'm not going to be towing that the kind of weight I did. I think it weighed about 80 on the trailer. Trailer's like $3,000. Truck cars like maybe 7,000 pounds, give or take. You know what I mean? 7,000 pounds. I towed him 9 hours to North Carolina to do a racing event, and obviously 9 hours back, no issues. Now, it was awesome because I really, half the time, you always know when had struggled finding the right gear, but with all the modifications, especially the cam, the extra power was there to basically keep you in the right power band. So I had no problem. And my buddy Steve, who has a 392 four-door Ram, he said is probably equivalent to towing the same amount as his 392 geared Ram, because, you know, even though he has the better gearing for towing, that all the extra, he's also stock, all the extra power that I have made up the difference from what, so we could probably, you know, tow around the same. I wouldn't tow the full 10,500 pounds with this. With my setup, it's only made to tow 8,000. I would do that max. Right now, I wouldn't really, I don't even know what the max could be. I probably wouldn't even go 4,000 pounds, I mean 4 or 5 max with this stall, because that'll really heat up the converter, and I don't want to ruin that, obviously, because I do like to race my truck a lot. And also, I have many passes on this truck that I couldn't even tell you how many. I probably would say, no lie, well over 500. I'd probably say close to 800 plus, and I'm really being honest. I've been racing this thing since 2015. I raced it a couple of times stock, but early 2015 is when I really, you know, I started getting tuners, modding, doing a little this and that, every little thing, go to the track. So yeah, I really started getting into racing in this truck in early 2015. It says in 2014 to 2019 now, so that's, you know, over 4 years of hard racing. Yeah, 5 years, I'm sorry, of a lot of racing that I've done. And the truck is just, it's not, the motor with the cam has had no problems at all. It has been flawless with running, and I, you know, knock on wood, I'm hoping it stays flawless with running, and it can still put out all the power that I want it to put out, and it's great. The cam ram is the, you know, that's the name of the truck. I called it that after I got the cam in, you know what I mean, with my YouTube channel. Everyone's like, you know, what's the name of your vehicle? I just was like, Cam Ram, and that's my symbol, you know what I mean, that I put out. I made, you know, I had someone customize a nice symbol for me, and the channel, you know, is obviously Incredible Hemi, and everyone knows me, you know, as the Cam Ram, and I say, you're gonna run the Cam Ram. But yeah, that's part of the reason, another reason why I love having this thing. And also, this thing pulls like a son of a bitch. When I put the cam in and I took this thing for a ride, you instantly felt the difference. And I went to the drag strip, and I did a 1287 with full bolt-ons. First day at the track, not even, you know, did a 12.5. So it dropped 3/10 easily on one day. And I did average low 12.9s with full bolt-ons. It was like 12.92, 12. It was a low 12.9 on average, and I hit 12.87 one time. And then I went to the track with the cam. I don't know, a couple weeks later, I wanted to test it out, give Jay results. And the cam that I got, I lost almost no bottom end. I went from a 185 60, plenty, and that's the best 60 I did, to a 187 60 foot with the cam. And basically, that's no bottom end loss. You don't feel any bottom end loss. You will lose more bottom end loss with a bigger cam, which is fine, and that's where the stall comes in at to make up for that. That's why you always get a cam and a stall. It basically equals itself out. So that goes hand in hand. So yeah, basically flawless at the track, put out great track results. It launches hard, and as of right now, I have the fastest NA four-wheel drive Ram in the country on a 5.7. There is one guy that beat it with a stroker motor in the two-door that ran like a 12.1, and I probably could have possibly beaten that my last time out, but the truck was pulling timing. We were having some issues. It was not running its best in God weather, I'm gonna call it, but it was 16 its best at a 165, and it doesn't, you know what I mean. So with that weather, I think I could have got the low 12.1 and beat that, and possibly beat Jay's NA four-door record that he holds at a 12.18. I definitely think I could have beat that. So we have plans for this truck, and you know, right now it's a great setup and everything like that, but if you know what I mean, stay tuned. I have a lot of things coming. This truck is not done with the 5.7. A lot of guys wanted to see me go max effort. Basically, that is what I'm doing. That is the plan as of right now. I'm not going to say what cam is coming and this and that, but it is going to be a much bigger cam. I'm very under-cammed for my stall and my setup. I already have everything I need to go, you know what I mean, to go faster on the top end. my bottom end right now is top notch. I launch hard, I'm running great 8th mile, but the top end is not all the way there. I should be mile an houring a little higher, but my cam is also the only thing holding me down. The cam is phenomenal. The cam Jade sold me when we did this, we did not plan the torque converter. And the torque converter came almost right after we did the 1259. Jay hit me up and said, "You want a torque converter?" We weren't planning on it. I wasn't planning on a torque converter. So we didn't properly spec the cam out for the torque converter that I have. And it works great together, as you can see that. So it's not like it's not working great together. Basically, I went from like 1287 to now my best is a 1226. So I dropped 6/10 with a cam and converter. Those, are you all going to drop 6/10? I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to say no. Because I also added a ported intake manifold, which the stock ported intake manifold is more of just like port matching. It's not fully ported. It is a little ported. It will help you out. The more mods you have, the more every little tiny thing is going to help you out. Like if I didn't have a throttle body right now, a ported one, and I put one on, it'll help me out more than a guy that's just putting on a regular, putting on the ported throttle body on less modded truck or even a stock truck. You will get results, but you're not going to get it as much. The more you do, the more power you will get from the little things. Now also, as you get more power, the more power you get, it's harder to get faster with less. But my plan is to get this thing into the 11s, and it's easily going to do it, I think. I don't know how easily, it depends how high I can go with maxing out my current setup with it. We're definitely doing a new cam, definitely going with a bigger cam. That's 110%. I already talked to a guy about porting the heads, and I got a great offer on the porting the heads, and they're on maxing the heads out as high as you can max these heads. You know what I mean? The heads already flow great, so we're speccing a cam. Jay's speccing a cam, and also if everything goes right and flows really good, we're going to go with the Edelbrock Victor 2 intake manifold and put on probably the ported Hellcat throttle body that Jay, Jason Gray, and Kyle all are running, and it's putting up phenomenal results because the Victor 2 and the ported heads go hand in hand, and those two together get this truck with that and the cam easily in the 11s. And I'm not even running a full drag pack. I'm running OEMs. I call it my drag pack. I'm running OEM 17s with some 225 street tires up front, and I am running my bias plate Hoosier slicks in the rear. Now I could just possibly throw on, get the Ford, because I do want Ford Stars. I like the look of them. I think they're great, and you don't got any brackets to get front skinnies or change that out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with the Ford Stars front skinnies and possibly the rears. Not right away. The plan by March is to get the cam and the ported heads on and run 11s the first day out. No one's going to, you know what I mean? I'm going to be putting up times in a four-door, four-wheel. This is also a four-wheel drive. A four-door, four-wheel drive Ram that your single cab is putting out. And I'm doing it 600-700 pounds heavier because I put my time in. I give everybody knowledge to help make them run faster. I'll give, you hit me up on Instagram or Messenger. I 90% hit you back and you ask me a question. I'm going to tell you my honest opinion. If I don't know, I'm going to say, who's your tuner? Talk to your tuner. He's going to know better than me because he's the one tuning your vehicle and give you better knowledge. I don't want to give out false information, but if I can give you information on what do I think is a better header and stuff like that, I will easily give you the best information to my knowledge and what has worked great for me, and I hope it works good for you because it probably will. So yeah, that is the plan. I didn't give a full 5 reasons why I love my cam Ram, but this basically I love having this Ram cam, and it's a great dailyable Ram, and you can drive it every day. It's very easy. It's not one of the cams, in this cam, mine doesn't even chop that hard. It's not a choppy cam. I could have got a lope tune, but to me the lope tune just sounds kind of, like fake-ish, I guess you can say. It doesn't sound like, the cam. You can easily get anything to get looped if it sound great, but I want to hear the thump from the cam without even having to put a loop tune in it, and that's the plan. And the sun's about to hit me in the face. I'm sorry, guys. There's literally a car, didn't even know what he was doing, and he almost crashed into like 3 other cars, but it's okay. New Jersey, you live in circle. You got circles everywhere. This guy didn't know how to drive in a circle. So that's that. That's here nor there. So stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We got plenty more stuff coming. I got another video coming this weekend. Jason DeRay is going to love that. Just got to wait for whatever to come